From the backwater woods where the trees still grow, to the inner city streets where the winds don't.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. So for this video, it's gonna be another workout vlog I did, and I'm showing you all the DIY workouts I've been doing at home since quarantine started. I still haven't been back at the gym. I'm thinking maybe September. I'll see how things are going and I'll sign back at the gym, but I might not, because it might not be worth it for me if the gym's on 24/7. And I love working out at home outside, so I've been doing it ever since. So yeah, the first workout I'm doing is landmine press. I had an old barbell that I rarely use. I added some weights, and I had this idea just to cut a tennis ball and stick it at the end and push it against the corner right there in between the cinder block and where my garden is. And I started doing landmine press with them, and it actually works out pretty good. Landmine press are great upper body workouts. It works your shoulders, your biceps, and your triceps, as well as your chest when you're pushing it. And there's also different ways you can do them, but I like doing them with one-handed. I don't have a lot of weights at home, as you can tell. That's why I do a lot of DIY stuff. But I might have a couple of 10-pound plates that I could find. I might try to add later, but I'm thinking I could maybe like stick a cinder block in between the barbell and just press it like that. I'm gonna give it a try, and if it works, I'll show it in the next video. But yeah, it was actually really hot today. It was about 100 degrees, and you know, with the weights and metal, everything got hot real quick. Plus my phone overheated too, so I had to turn off the camera a bit. But basically I did 3 sets of everything just to start off my workout. So 3 sets of the landmine press. So yeah, 10 reps for each set. Oh yeah, and the 2 plates, it's 25 pounds each, so it's about 50 pounds. But I might have some extra 10 pounds laying around. But yeah, I'm gonna try to see one day if I could stick like a cinder block in there and lift it up and see how that works. Also, I recommend if you're gonna be working out outside in 100+ degree weather, definitely wear some gloves so your hand doesn't get too hot. I know I don't have any gloves on here, but that's because I was too lazy to go back inside to look for my gloves. Also, it was really hot out, and with my phone recording my workout, it was at the point where it was overheating, so I was just trying to finish the process, get the footage I needed for this video. So I just pushed through. But definitely wear gloves, protect your hands. And if you've been following me for a while, you know I'm a big fan of intermittent fasting. And I always work out while I'm in a fasted state. Basically means no food in my system. Sometimes I eat only within an 8-hour period, or sometimes I do go sometimes once a week, 24 hours without food. But it all depends on my work schedule, and it's not always like that. So for the next workout, I'm just doing some curls. That barbell actually got really hot, so I switched out for this wooden pole I had laying around in my house. And I had 2 buckets. I was cleaning my fish tank earlier, so I had some water. And yeah, I started curling it. And remember, a gallon of water is about 8 pounds, a little bit more than that, but yeah, just so you know. And I have 5-gallon buckets on each side, but I definitely didn't fill up the buckets all the way because the water splashes around and stuff like that. And if you do these, you'll notice it's gonna be kind of a little bit more challenging to balance it when you lift as well. But you can still get a good pump when you do curls with these. So not bad for an easy DIY workout at home. But if you want it to be more stable, I definitely recommend using a barbell if you have it, obviously, but if not, like a metal pipe. I didn't want to bring my pipe out because it was too hot out there, and I'd rather just use this wooden pole. So yeah, 3 sets of the curls. I didn't film the 3rd set because it got way too hot for my phone. And the next workout I'm gonna do is some squats with the wooden pole and a water bucket. I definitely recommend you using something like a steel pipe so it's more stable on your back, because if you load too much water, the wooden pole bends a little bit. I mean, I had it for over a year, it hasn't broke, but yeah, it's better just to have like a galvanized pipe in the back when you're squatting it, if you do want to squat it, so you don't have to worry about it bending or tipping over with the buckets if it's too much water. And once again, this is a full body workout, but it's like a light workout because I worked out pretty hard yesterday. So I'm just hitting every part of the body, upper body, lower body, and I'm doing some abs at the end. Then after that, I'm gonna go running. But yeah, that's why I definitely recommend using something more sturdy than the wooden pole, because the water splashes all over. I decided just to grab a cinder block and just start squatting with it versus worrying about balancing the wooden pole on my back and the water buckets and stuff. Also, to add, I know I mentioned before in my videos, if you do any type of workouts you see in my channel or anything online in general, do it at your own risk. Always be careful, inspect the equipment or things you're using just to be safe. There's always a risk of injury when working out, so just do it at your own risk. Don't go doing something online and get hurt because you're not careful or paying attention. But yeah, after I did squats, I did some of these side squats, and I did 3 sets of that. And after the squats, I started doing lunges with the cinder block. Also, to add, the cinder blocks are between 35 to 37 pounds. It's just meant to be extra resistance. I know it's not super heavy. It's not supposed to be super heavy. It's just extra resistance for my full body workout that I do at home. So 3 sets of those lunges with the cinder block. I only recorded 1 set because my phone got too hot again, so I had to turn it off and put it in a cool place before I moved on to the next workout. That's the issue with filming outside when it's super hot. My phone overheats a lot, so if you have any tips around that, let me know. I thought about buying like a GoPro instead, but I don't know if it's worth it because I like my iPhone. Okay, so for the next workout, I'm using a sledgehammer that I got recently. It's a 15-pound sledgehammer. I love it. It's so versatile. You can do so many different type of exercise with them. You see people hitting them with a tire, different swings. This exercise I'm doing is basically like a shoveling type movement. Basically just using the hammer like you're shoveling something. I love using the sledgehammer to work out because it's a fun and creative way to work out, especially if you want to target that core and your obliques as well. And you feel it in your arms. It burns when you do these. It's also very hot outside too, so that hammer got kind of hot. So yeah, definitely wear some gloves. So I did 3 sets of this, but only filmed 2 because I want to give my phone a break to cool down. Also, it's a sledgehammer, so be careful if you do decide to use it for your workouts. You don't want to like break or smash anything, and you don't want to get hurt and accidentally like hit your feet or someone. So use common sense when you work out, just like with anything. So once again, this sledgehammer is 15 pounds. It's the first one I ever got. If I could go back, I should have gotten a lighter one because there are some workouts that I'm not 100% comfortable doing with the hammer yet. So if it's your first time using a sledgehammer, definitely think about getting a lighter one, a 5 or 10 pound one, just so you get used to the movement. I actually might buy a lighter sledgehammer just to add it to the mix. So yeah, that workout was filmed the other day when I was using the hammer. There's so many different ab workouts you can do with the sledgehammer. That's why I love it. This is me doing Russian twists with them, but there's so many different ways to do them as well. I'm not gonna lie, it actually got really hot doing the ab workouts on the ground like this. So if you have a yoga mat, it's actually a good idea to have it out while you work out on it. I have one, but I was too lazy to go inside and look for it, so I just pushed through. So yeah, if you're looking for a fun and creative way to work out and you really want to target your core muscles, definitely get a sledgehammer. It's even better if you have a big tire somewhere. You can go and hit it. But even without the tire, there's so many types of workouts you can incorporate in with the sledgehammer as well, and it's really fun way to work out. I like changing up my workout, trying different fun and new things. So yeah, for the last set, I just changed up the Russian twist to hold the hammer like this. But like I said, there's so many different ways you can mix it up. Just find out the way you like doing it the most and to target different parts of your muscle. But yeah, this is basically my full body workout. It's nothing too extreme because I worked out pretty hard yesterday. And after this workout, I actually did a 5-mile run in hills and stuff. It wasn't a super fast run. I love running at different locations on the grass, listening to music. It's what motivates me. So I ran a 5-mile run. Then after that, I decided I just keep going just to walk it. So I made it a total of 7 miles.